We started talking about the idea of smart homes years ago, but we're only now getting to it because so much has changed. So here's what we're doing differently for this story. Alex pulled into the driveway. The bags in the passenger seat suddenly felt heavier. It was just a speaker and some light bulbs. But for Alex, it was a whole lot more. It was a mindset shift. For most people, it starts with just a couple of things. Maybe a smart plug to remotely turn on a lamp, or smart bulbs that can change colors. But Alex had spent most of last week researching. They knew better than to go in blind. Now, the question was, how did you go about taking that first step? It's no longer enough to decide between Alexa, Google Assistant, or Siri. That initial choice determines the entire landscape of possible devices, apps, services, and yes, those inevitable subscriptions that can turn your home into a maze of interconnected but incompatible systems. But what if you had a guide? What if someone walked you through those first few steps? Turns out there are some tips to make the process less overwhelming. Step 1. Accept the chaos. Smart home is often sold as the ultimate solution to everyday problems, like leaving the iron on or wasting energy. But the reality is that for most of us, our biggest problem is the complexity of choosing a solution in the first place. Sure, you might want a smart speaker that knows when to adjust the heat or lights, but first you have to wade through dozens of options and compatibility requirements. Your best bet is to accept the chaos. One recent survey found that consumers spend an average of 27 hours researching connected home products. If that sounds too long, it's probably because it is. But by spending less time on research and setup, you could wind up with something that doesn't fit your needs, or worse, get overwhelmed and buy nothing at all. Step 2. Know what you want. There's a reason why buying guides exist for smartphones, laptops, and headphones. Our preferences vary widely, and no single product will satisfy everyone. To avoid buyer's remorse, think about what matters to you and what you hope to gain from a smart home. Do you want to save energy? Want your home to be more accessible? Or are you just looking for cool new tech toys? That's a great question to ask. We've found that people tend to fall into one of three categories: minimum viable smart home, quality of life, and technology enthusiast. The minimum viable smart home crowd is generally looking for basic functionality and ease of use. These folks might want to replace a dumb switch with a smart one, or turn a regular lamp into a smart bulb. They want something that just works without a bunch of bells and whistles. Then there's the quality of life crew, which includes folks who want smart home tech to improve their day-to-day routines. Maybe they want to wake up with gentle music instead of a harsh alarm, or make dinner prep easier with voice controls. And finally, you've got technology enthusiasts. These folks want to future-proof their homes and optimize every last detail. They want to know that everything they buy can integrate seamlessly with the rest of their tech, and that they can tweak settings down to the smallest variable. It turns out that most smart home purchases fall into two main categories: lighting and climate control, with lighting being the most common. That makes sense? We all have lamps and light bulbs and thermostats, so it's natural to want to upgrade them to make our spaces feel more personalized and efficient. Step 3. Start small, so you know what you want and you're ready to take the plunge. Where do you start? As with any major project, the best approach is often starting small. Begin with a single room or even a single device and scale up from there. For instance, you might consider upgrading the lighting in a single room with smart bulbs and a voice assistant. Then see how you like it before making bigger changes. That approach has a few benefits. First, it keeps the initial investment smaller. You won't be tempted to overspend trying to revamp your entire home at once. Second, it allows you to experiment with voice controls and automation without being overwhelmed. And third, it gives you a chance to get comfortable with your chosen platform before expanding to other devices and rooms. Step 4. Think beyond voice controls. When it comes to smart home tech, we're quick to focus on the voice assistant. After all, that's what gets all the attention in promotional videos and marketing materials. But voice controls aren't the only way to interact with a smart home. Most smart devices also offer mobile controls via dedicated apps, and many allow for remote access so you can manage your home from anywhere. So keep in mind that the device you buy should fit seamlessly into your existing tech setup and complement the way you already control your environment. Step 5. Security and privacy matter. Buying smart home tech is like inviting a new roommate into your life. Like any roommate, smart home devices require trust. But you give them access to your space, you're relying on them to perform reliably and securely. So it's important to vet your options carefully. Look for devices that prioritize security and privacy. Consider how the device collects and stores your data, and whether you're comfortable with their privacy practices. Check for encryption, strong passwords, and two-factor authentication to ensure your home stays safe. But remember, no system is foolproof. Even the best smart home tech still relies on wireless connections and internet access. So it's essential to stay vigilant and update your devices regularly. Also, if you're considering smart doorbells or cameras, think about whether you want to store recordings locally or with a cloud service. Local storage provides more privacy, but cloud storage may offer advanced features like facial recognition or package alerts. Step 6. Don't buy brand loyalty. Just as people develop brand loyalty for their favorite tech companies, those same companies are encouraging customers to adopt similar preferences for their smart home products. Apple's HomeKit, Amazon Alexa, and Google Thread Standard are all examples of proprietary tech designed to lock customers into a specific ecosystem. But you don't have to play along. The good news is that plenty of smart home devices now support multiple voice assistants. So you're not stuck buying products from a single brand. Many devices come with the option to add or swap out voice assistants, giving you more freedom to choose what works best for you. Just be sure to check compatibility before you buy and familiarize yourself with the process of switching voice assistants. Step 7. Embrace updates. With smart home tech, updates are your friend. Manufacturers release firmware updates regularly to improve performance, fix bugs, and enhance compatibility. Make sure you're subscribed to receive notifications and stay informed about available updates. Plus, some manufacturers offer extended warranties or support contracts that guarantee replacements or repairs if something goes wrong. Step 8. Know when to call for help. There's a lot to love about smart home tech, but it's not always plug and play. If you're struggling to set up a device or troubleshoot an error, don't hesitate to call for help. Most manufacturers offer customer support via phone or email, and there are plenty of forums and communities where you can seek guidance from fellow smart home enthusiasts. But one final word of caution: be wary of unsolicited advice. Remember, we're all different. What works perfectly for one person might not be the best choice for you. Your unique needs and preferences should guide your decisions, not someone else's recommendations. Going smart doesn't have to be daunting. Alex stood in the entryway, holding the small box containing their new smart speaker. Their hand rested lightly on the surface as if feeling for a pulse. What if it didn't work? What if the setup was impossible? What if the whole smart home thing was just a giant scam? Doubt crept in, threatening to extinguish the spark of excitement. Then Alex took a deep breath and plugged in the speaker. It hummed to life, greeted them by name, and asked how they were doing. Was this the beginning of something big, or just another pointless gadget? Time would tell. The journey into smart home territory had begun, and like any journey, the destination was uncertain. But the road ahead promised both challenges and discoveries. The allure of a home that listened, responded, and anticipated was hard to resist.